So, hello, people. Welcome back to another predictions show. So, I'm gonna predict the round of 16. Um, so yeah, um, I'm gonna speak about the two teams and then obviously the route to this, um, how they went in the group stage. Um, so, obviously we start with San Lorenzo. San Lorenzo went into the group stage, finishing second with 8 points. Uh, and I think in the group stage, I think San Lorenzo did pretty well. In obviously a group with Palmeiras and Independiente. Um, so this team should not be taken lightly. I mean, they have some decent-ish players. Obviously, Carlos Sanchez, centre back. They have Braida, Virgil left back. Yeah, they have a couple of okay players. Barrios. They have Vomberger. Uh, and then obviously we come into Atletico Mineiro, who was Gabriel Milito's manager. Atletico Mineiro are coming from in their last games since the last Copa Libertadores game. They draw against Bahia 1-1. They beat Bragantino 2-1. Lost against Palmeiras 4-0 and Vitória. Draw against Fortaleza. Beat Internacional. Beat Goianiense. No, draw against Goianiense. They lost against Flamengo. Lost against Botafogo. Beat Sao Paulo. Juventus 1-1. Beat Vasco and Corinthians. CRB 2-2 in the cup. They lost against Criciúma 2-1. And obviously this Atletico Mineiro team has a good team, very good team. And I think by the end we're gonna have Atletico Mineiro to go for. I think they have the quality. I think they have the better players, they have the better team, the better coach in my opinion. And I think the luck is gonna be with them. Obviously second leg at home is crucial for them. So I think it's gonna be Atletico Mineiro to go through in this round. The next game we have is Grêmio Fluminense. So for this game, I think it's gonna be a game where in the first game it's all gonna be about Grêmio, what they will do in the first game. And Grêmio, I think they're a good team. Obviously, they got second in a crazy group, which between the strongest Huachipato and Estudiantes. Grêmio have some good players in their team, and I think Grêmio they Renan Gaucho as manager, who obviously won the Copa Libertadores in 2017 and obviously the Copa in 2018 with Gremio and obviously won the Copa Libertadores as a player for Gremio. So he's a Gremio legend. So notable player Marchesin in goal, very good keeper. Obviously the Jemerson who used to play for Monaco. Uh, Obviously notable Joao Pedro. Uh, they have Reynaldo, Sandemak, Rodrigo Cayo, Edenilson. They have Cristaldo, Dodi, Aravena, who they signed for Católica, the Chilean player. Obviously Braithwaite, Diego Costa, Sotelo Pavon, Everton, Arezzo, Andre, and then we move on to the Fluminense team, which obviously won a group comfortably ahead of Coco, Cerro Porteño, and Alianza Lima. And I think this Fluminense team, obviously Mano Meneses, has gotten this team to a very, very good form. And I think it's going to be interesting in this tie that we have two teams who are coming up against each other, which they know each other. Obviously, Gremio in the league. Beaten 1-0 at home the last game with a goal from Gomez, Gustavo Gomez. And obviously they beat Fluminense 3-2. So head to head, where I see here, 18 wins for Gremio, 8 draws, 7 wins for Fluminense. The last victory for Fluminense versus Gremio was 2019, 2-1 victory. And then obviously, I think we might have an upset. I think Gremio is gonna go through. I think Gremio has Fluminense's number in the league the last few. And I think they have quality to beat this Fluminense team. This is my kind of upset for the round. This is one of my interesting predictions for this round of 16. But I'm going for Gremio to win because I think Gremio, having this advantage, they know they have played against Fluminense. They haven't lost against them since 2019, and I think they're gonna go through. But it won't be easy. I think it might go to extra time or penalties. And I think Gremio, just knowing that they haven't lost against Fluminense, that will mean a lot more. So I think having that mental advantage that you haven't beaten these guys since 2019 will be huge. And I think Gremio go through. So that's my prediction. So obviously I have Atletico Mineiro against Gremio, or these two to go through. I have Gremio against San Lorenzo. So for the next game, Talleres against River Plate. So obviously, this tie means a lot to me because they will play one of my team Colo will play against one of the teams. So Talleres, obviously they looked very good in the group stage of the Libertadores, and I think Talleres they're a team that you should really look into. That they have some good players. They have Guido Herrera. They have Catalan, who is wanted by Colo Colo. Lucas Suarez, Riveros, Chilla, they have Galarza, Portillo, Palacios, Bull, Barticho. They have good players, this Tigers team. And I think in the group stage, they played really, really well. And I think they just got unlucky by um, so obviously the last 5 games, uh, obviously the last game finished 2-2. Uh, then it was a 1-0 victory for River. River lost 1-0. Talleres won. So Talleres had lost 5 games. Talleres 3 wins, River 1 win and 1 draw. And obviously Gallardo is the new manager for River, who have very very good talented players. Um, and they have Pablo Diaz, they have Funes Mori, Pecena, Casco, Enzo Diaz, Santiago Simon, Marcelo Herrera, uh, Bocelli, Lanzini, Fernandez, Craneviter, Fonseca, Villagra, Carboni, uh, Echeverry, who is on loan, um, and obviously he's going back on January to City. Borja, Gustavo Martinez, Barreiro, Colidio, Paul Solari, and so on. I think River will go through. I think River has a superior team. Obviously, second leg at home, that's going to be crucial. Uh, and I think River, I think second, I think the most key thing that River has second leg at home, because I think if they had the second leg away, I think that might sneak me more to Talleres victory. Because I think if Talleres start with the away game, I think okay, they might go for a draw or something, finish it out at home and win that. So uh, I think it's gonna be River to go through. So obviously, so far I have Atletico Mineiro, I have Gremio, and I have River to go through. Next, we have the team who River might face, or one of the teams River is gonna play. So obviously, Junior FC, they won their group, 2 wins, 4 draws, 0 losses, 10 points. They were clearly the best team in this group, in the Botafogo group, and I think Junior, obviously they won't play next game I've seen here. Uh, so I think since the last Copa Libertadores game, they lost 2, won 1, and draw 2. Uh, and obviously the main man, Carlos Baca, who is 35 years old, I believe. Uh, so should I really trust this junior team? I don't really know because they have been a team that 37-year-old. Jeez. Um, I think the best players are probably Shara, uh, Baka. Probably Baka is the best player, and that says a lot that Junior doesn't really have a lot of quality. Um, if I look at our team next, Coco, obviously, since the last Copa Libertadores game, we have lost one game, draw two away in the cup, and then we won one, two, three, four. 4 games we won. So I think our form, we're coming into this form that it matters really, because this is the stage where we have to show that we're one of the best teams. So the players, obviously Jorge Almiron, who went to the Copa Libertadores final last year with Boca. Um, obviously Brian Cortez, De Paul, Isla new signing. I think Isla would be a very good signing. Uh, obviously Isla, Emiliano Amor, Wimber, Falcon, Riquelme, Saldivia, Dani Gutierrez, Vidal, Paves, Castellani, Gil, Vicente Pizarro, Bolados, Correa, Palacios, Paiva, Zavala, Leandro Hernandez, Cepeda. So I think this, I wouldn't say it's the, I'm confident, of course, but I think it's gonna be very interesting what we do, because it all depends what Coco do in this time. It all depends. Uh, if we turn up, have a very good home leg, we could easily win it like 3-0. And I think we'll go through. I think Coco goes through in this tie. Junior, I don't think they have as much quality, and I think the quality will matter, and obviously the heritage that Cocos has won this tournament before. Which Junior, I don't think they have that much of a threat. If I'm being honest, uh, obviously they won a group, in my opinion, which was a weak group in Botafogo, Quito, Liga de Quito, and Universitario. I think we'll go through. Um, I just think we have the quality overall. The players, like they have the quality. We have some players that could take this game and score. I don't. Junior basically has Baka, and that's it. So I think Coca will go through against Junior. Next, we have the game two between Nacional and um, Sao Paulo. I think this is gonna be very interesting game. That we have two teams that really have been performing quite well, I guess. But I think Sao Paulo, they obviously won the group. Um, since they played last time in the Libertadores, uh, they have been a bit shaky, but they have won games against Criciúma, Bahia, Paranaense, Bragantino, Grêmio, Flamengo. They beat Flamengo 1-0. I think the Sao Paulo team, they're so interesting that Luis Sobeldia, obviously the coach who won the Sudamericana with obviously James Rodriguez. I think he still plays. No, he left. James Rodriguez. They have some good players, Lucas Moura, Cagliari. And I'm just gonna go straight into it. I think Sao Paulo go through. Uh, Sao Paulo the stronger team, and I think the second leg at home that's important for this team because I think at home I think they're a very good home team. I think away that's where you think it's Sao Paulo this Libertadores, threat that people are saying. Would they make the semi-final? Semi-final could they even win it? But I think Sao Paulo is through. Uh, the next game is uh, Botafogo against Palmeiras. Yes, I think Palmeiras goes through. Uh, Even if they had the second leg away, I'm gonna go for this quickly. I think Palmeiras are clearing the best team. In my opinion, the best team based on quality is Palmeiras. Uh, best on footballing wise, maybe you can argue with that. But I think Palmeiras will go through. Um, I think Palmeiras go through. Next, we have a very interesting game in Bolivar against Flamengo. I think this game, Bolivar against Flamengo, I think this might be high scoring game because I think Flamengo. Obviously, I haven't been watching Flamengo too much, but defensively, I don't know if I should trust this team. But obviously, they beat Bolivar 4-0. Mm. And here is where I have my upset. I think Bolivar will go through. Second leg at home. I think Bolivar in this first leg. I think now they know what things they did wrong in the group stage. I think they will do much better in that case. And I think they will learn from their mistakes. And I think that might be a closer game. And I think in the second leg in La Paz, I think that's gonna be. I wouldn't say brutal, but I think that's gonna be very fun. If Bolivar wins the away game, then surely they go through. So I think at home they're a very good team, organized at home. They know what to do. The altitude is very very tough. So I think Bolivar going through. I think that's a very shocking upset because I think that's not. I think it's shocking to people that Bolivar go for against Flamengo. But I think when people look at it, if people look at it, I think the altitude, I think that's going to be massive in the second leg, uh, especially if it comes into a game where Bolivar lose the first leg like 2-1, and then uh, Bolivar gets an early goal. I think that's going to be hell for Flamengo. I think Bolivar go through. Next we have uh, uh, then the final game. We have the strongest against Penarol. And obviously, these two teams, uh, obviously, Penarol came second in the group. The strongest won their group. So, ahead of Huachipato, Gremio, and Estudiantes, I think this game is going to be very interesting. Obviously, it's going to be playing in La Paz as well. Uh, so, obviously, the strongest. Can they get if the problem is Penarol, you have to win like 4 goals or more in the first leg. Because I think this Penarol team away, like they're not that good, and I think coming into the second leg in Bolivia with like a 2-1 victory. I think it's gonna be very. I think 2 goals is very tough because I think these Bolivian teams with always ready Bolivia. These teams are very comfortable at home. Like, and that's what I find good about this Libertadores season. That the two Bolivian teams is gonna play the second leg at home. That's gonna make it even harder for Penarol. Now, just, you have to destroy the strongest at home. At least 4 or more goals. Um, so I think we're gonna have a Bolivian uh, quarters, and obviously I'm gonna go through my predictions. Um, I think the strongest go through. I think they're. I think Penarol. I think they're pretty bad away. Um, they're not that good away, and I think the strongest will take advantage of that in the second leg, and beat this Penarol team. And I think this would be huge for Bolivian football if the strongest Bolivar goes to the quarters. And I think the strongest, I think they are the better team in my opinion. Uh, and I know people say, okay, Penarol playing in a bigger league. Um, Penarol this season, they haven't been good at away. And my problem is that if the strongest gets, if the strongest lose by 1 goal or 2 goals, then I think they will turn it around at home. Um, so that's my predictions. So my predictions. So obviously I'm going for Atletico Mineiro to face Gremio. So Atletico Mineiro against Gremio. I'm going River against Colo Colo in the quarters on that side. Uh, then I'm going for Sao Paulo against Palmeiras. Then I'm going for Bolivar against the strongest. So that's my predictions. See you guys for the quarterfinals. Peace out. Subscribe and like.